Sisters and brothers, Brazilian workers face critical challenges since the coronavirus outbreak started. We will learn about this experience through 6 reports from workers themselves. Irene Maestro addresses worker self-organization inside poor neighborhoods.
Hello, my name is Irene Maestro. I'm a member of Luta Popular, which is a people's movement that organizes poor people in working class neighborhoods and carries out squatting in empty areas or building for housing. Now we are facing new challenges due to coronavirus outbreak. Half of the working class have casual jobs. They work today to eat today. Due to coronavirus, they lost their income. Without any support from the government, people are already starving. Overcrowded housing without sanitation and no regular provision of tap water makes quarantine harder, nearly impossible. Our politics is working class self-organization. We published a pamphlet with orientations about the coronavirus, what should be done as individuals and as collective. There are demands for the authorities and proposal for the community to self-organize. We organize national campaigns to collect food, toiletries, cleaning stuff to the communities in struggle. We also build links with agricultural workers movement, peasant organizations to bring organic products directly to the communities in the cities, and we distribute them and we share them with neighbors. There are some of basic actions to self-organize and to build solidarity among the working class to fight back coronavirus and capitalism. Solidarity forever.
Marcelo Azevedo tells us about the increasing domestic violence.
The coronavirus arrived in Brazil, increasing social inequities and oppression. Domestic violence cases soared, reaching 50% more in cities like Rio de Janeiro. Domestic workers, mostly black women, continue to be forced to work, even if it costs their lives. The government have absurd proposals to return to circulation of people to save the economy. And the president, who during a whole year of terms didn't invest a pen in policies for human victims of violence, used this sad reality to justify the end of quarantine. We want a paid learning, so there are no essential services stay at home. We want a national emergency plan against gender violence, with a public investment in policies to support victims.
Antônio Gonçalves reports about Bolsonaro administration's attacks on public education.
Hello, I am Antônio Gonçalves, president of the National Syndicate of Higher Education Teachers in Brazil, ANDES-SN, affiliated to CSP Conlutas. I would like to share with you a little of the struggles of public servants. Here in Brazil, civil servants, whether from union, states and municipalities, are selected in an isometric way from a public tender, and after 3 years gain functional stability. This rule was introduced in Federal Constitution in 1980s. Since then, successive governments have tried to withdraw such rights. With the election of a far-right government, the neoliberal program has advanced more quickly. They approved a public pension reform that was very damaging to the working class as a whole. With the emergence of the coronavirus pandemic, they are trying to reduce wages and promote mass layoffs. In education, the project is to limit access to knowledge to the most vulnerable sections of society, focusing on some content such as mathematics and Portuguese, aimed at the labor market. Universities have guaranteed autonomy in the Constitution, but the federal government has made cuts in the budget of higher education institutions and chosen academic rectors not elected by academic communities. The teaching category and that of Brazilian working class, with the articulation of CSP Conlutas, which is a central that brings together unions and popular movements, have made several struggles to defeat the ultraliberal project and advance a project that is of interest of the working class. Thank you very much.
Eduardo Henrique addresses wage cuts and union busting in the oil giant Petrobras.
Hello, workers from all over the world. My name is Eduardo Henrique and I am a member of the Oil Workers National Federation. We'd like to call attention of everyone about what has been happening in Petrobras these days. Petrobras is the most important company of Brazil, employs hundreds of thousands of workers, and its profits summed up $40 billion last year. What role should play Petrobras in this pandemic? More than ever, people need gas to cook the food, need gasoline for the ambulance, need diesel to transport food and to the hospital generators. Unions have demanded that Petrobras should reduce the activities to the very necessary to combat COVID-19. The government and director board of Petrobras refused to negotiate with the workers, refused to take widely and quickly the steps necessary to combat the COVID-19. More than this, worse than this, they attack now in the middle of the pandemic, they attack workers trying to dismiss those who participated in the strike of the beginning of the year. Cut off up to 50% of the salary of 3,200 operational workers. Cut off 25% of the salary of more than 20,000 workers now in the middle of the pandemic. But at the same time, keep the whole salary of the managers. Multiply the bonus they will pay for themselves in this year. So we count on you to spread the truth of the facts that is happening nowadays in Petrobras, and tell everyone that oil workers want to step back.
Herbert Claros talks about workers' strikes for the right to stay at home on paid leave.
Hello, my name is Herbert. I am an aerospace worker for Embraer. Embraer is a Brazilian craft manufacturer, and I'm a leader of a metal workers union that is affiliated to CSP Conlutas in Brazil. The coronavirus has affected workers hard. While the virus spreads to the cities and countries, some governments resort to quarantine and social isolation measures. This is correct, but governments and the bourgeois keep the factories running, and we all know that factories are a large concentration of the people. Here in the region of São José dos Campos, the union called a general strike in the region. So that factories are stopped and workers stay at home, receiving their wages and jobs protected. In the country, several companies are stopping production due to the pressure from the unions. But this is not a government decision. Now, the main call of CSP Conlutas is for the government to stop the factories that do not produce essential goods or convert them to essential goods like respirators. Now is not a time for profit. Now is time for life, and work's life matter.
Fábio Bosco describes transit workers' challenges for a safe workplace.
Transit workers face a dramatic challenge in Brazil. On the one side, public transportation is considered an essential service. Currently, even under partial lockdown, every day there are 1 million commuters in São Paulo's subway. On the other side, workers don't have enough PPEs, like hand sanitizer, mask or gloves. And workers on license, due to either possible infection or for being older than 60, are losing part of their earnings. The union stands for a special plan, leaving only major stations close to hospitals open, exclusively for workers in hospitals, drugstores, or supermarkets. And the union also stands for full paid license and PPEs for all workers, both regular or casual.
CSP Conlutas stands for International Solidarity among the working class and the oppressed. This video is meant to exchange experience and improve workers' international struggles for emancipation.